You think looking at yourself is peaceful. In my experience, it's torturous. It's definitely not sitting under a tree with crossed legs and waiting for enlightenment. And then miraculously, your beautiful self appears like a soft whisper carried by a spring breeze. Fuck that. Maybe you are one of the lucky ones, but I definitely was not. The moment you actually try to figure out who you are and why you do the dumb shit you do without chat GPT telling you how amazing you are, you will realize that who you are is actually the things you have been avoiding. And that is why finding yourself in a meadow sounds slightly ridiculous. It's not butterflies and meditation music. For me, it was a Rammstein concert. Because what shows up first is not clarity and peace, in my opinion. And let me just make this abundantly clear, I'm not a psychologist. What should show up first is discomfort. It's patterns you and I likely inherited. Thoughts you didn't expect to be real for you. Reactions that don't match the person you imagined you are. And this is where most people stop. Not because they can't continue, but because they don't want to see what's actually there. So, I and you retreat to the comfort of the known, back to being busy, Zoom meetings, back to being liked, back to the version of themselves that feels safe and stable. And maybe because that version has already convinced the world what an incredible person you are. But if you keep looking, if you stay there a little bit longer, something else happens. You begin to see the patterns, not once, but repeatedly. And that's when it becomes real. It might be the way you parented, because that was the way you were parented. Not from love, but from memory. You start noticing things, why you say certain things, why you try and fit in, why you avoid silence, and why you need approval, and why you parent the way you do. And that is not what you hoped for when you started this journey. What I realized is that, unfortunately, there's no one else to blame but moi. And this is where most people misunderstand the process. They think, and I think, and you think, finding yourself is about discovering something beautiful and reaffirming who you think you are. It's not. It's about removing what isn't real, layer by layer, until something honest is left. So, if you're going to look, just understand this. It won't be peaceful. It won't feel inspiring. It will be confronting. But if you stay with it long enough, you'll stop asking, who am I? And start seeing what you've been avoiding, who you could have been, and what that person could have offered to us, your family and friends, because that person is the person the world has been waiting for. I've got this silly new saying, it's almost the third day. And on that day, you will arise as the person who you are. A glorious, imperfect human with so much to give. And I cannot wait to meet you.